We have Jessica Tarlov on Fox News The 5 having to go at her MAGA co-host once again, trying to deflate Kamala's chances to win this election while also spreading their usual propaganda talking points that we love to debunk here. So let's line these up and knock them down one by one.
Hey you! Yes, you! Did you know we have memberships for as low as $3 a month? You can help the channel grow, reach new heights, and help protect democracy. And you get a long list of exclusive perks, from members-only polls to getting my videos early. The link is always in the description of every video. If you want, go ahead and check that out. And thank you guys.
To Jesse's point about the lawfare, I don't think that the voters are happy that Donald Trump is using their campaign contributions to fund his legal team.
I don't know about that. I think the voters, the voters recognize that it's the weaponization that Merrick Garland said it wasn't. But go ahead.
All the grand juries we whizzed up in
Honey, I've been in charge of grand juries. I know grand juries.
I know grand juries. I've dated grand juries.
Yeah, I'm sure that working class people, some of whom are probably living paycheck to paycheck, don't care that a billionaire is using their political donations to pay his legal fees rather than his own money, of which he's supposed to have billions of. That's totally acceptable, totally ethical. I mean, I guarantee it, right? We don't even need to question that. And calling this lawfare is just a tired point by now. Grand juries of Americans indict. Juries of Americans convict. These juries go through a huge screening process to find the most impartial members that they can and remove any biases that may exist. The state or DOJ have little say in any of what happens. They just bring the evidence at the same time that Trump is entitled to have his defense, but unfortunately, it's all corrupt. Doesn't hold up in court, which is why he continuously loses these trials. And if you follow the trials, there's pretty damning evidence that is brought against him in every single one. And Trump knows this, which is why rather than to put his energy and focus into fighting the charges, he just says, well, it's political lawfare. You got to send me money so I can pay off all these fines I know I'm going to have. It's all just corrupt against me. While, again, simultaneously saying that any verdict that goes his way is fair. Like, at what point do you guys realize that believe this? Like, it's just the same game plan.
We're not underestimating anything. It's the same thing, and I don't think that you can see any evidence of it in how we're approaching the mechanics of the election, or even how cautious Kamala Harris is being. If she thought that this was a slam dunk situation, she'd be going absolutely everywhere and laughing in everyone's face and saying, oh, you think people are gonna vote for that buffoon? That guy who says, I have concepts of plans? That guy who it gets so mad because she mentioned people leaving his rallies that he spent the next hour and 15 minutes with smoke coming out of his head. That's what she would be doing if we were arrogant about this. Nothing is being taken for granted.
Kamala is being very careful not to make the same mistakes that Hillary did. She's not taking her foot off the gas of campaigning, not acting entitled to the win this far out. She understands that there is a ton of work to do. I mean, the Electoral College will always favor Republicans, so you have to go hard. So she can't take her foot off the gas pedal. And I do commend her for that. She's staying away from stooping to Trump's level, even when she's been surging and could easily use these as attacks. Like, she's not going on these insulting barrages, and she's sticking to her campaign, which is centered around hope and possibility, bringing those below her up, not pushing those at her level down, which is a stark contrast from Trump. She's laying out her policies, meeting with voters, doing rallies in the swing states, and this is how you win an election.
And to the point about the Michigan undecided voters, or the lack of undecided voters, there were a number of focus groups after the debate. Washington Post had 24 people, 22 of them said Kamala Harris was the one who won the debate. CNN had similar margins, and we had a snap poll from CNN, a snap poll from here at Fox with huge margins for her winning. Does that translate to Kamala Harris is going to be the next president? I don't know, but it means she had a very good night.
At this point, if you're saying that Trump won the debate, it's just partisan delusion. You would have said that no matter what happened in the debate. You're voting for Trump no matter what happens. And I think pretending that you can objectively weigh in on the debate with that kind of perspective is hilarious. The data on the matter shows that most people think that she won. Trump immediately ran to the spin room after the debate for damage control, and then immediately posted on social media that he refused to debate again, despite before the debate offering multiple dates in the future that he would also like to meet on. And Kamala saying, yes, we can negotiate that, and then immediately saying that she wanted to. He's now reneged on that after completely realizing how damaging that this first debate is going to be to his campaign. So doing more would be even more damaging. So he has to limit the damage because he knows that he got destroyed. After that debate, I mean, plenty of people who are on the fence could walk away thinking, Kamala is somebody that I could vote for. No one on the fence saw Trump in that debate and walked away thinking, yeah, I'll vote for that guy.